Hello, everyone. I just saw this. I don't even know what to call it, whether to call it this nonsense headline coming out from Kano, Premium Times. The news is so annoying. I just had to talk about it. I've done a tweet on it. It says the mass wedding took place at 44 centers in the 44 local government areas, with Yusuf and Kwankwaso, I think that's the governor, and Kwankwaso symbolically appearing as trustees for all the couples at a segment of ceremony conducted at the palace of Emir of Kano, where 300 couples were joined at a go. The governor paid the uniform 50,000 bride price on behalf of each of the groom, and I think I've seen this thing before where they also did things for the bride. For those of you that don't know, in the northern culture, the man sort of like does things. He will buy what they call kayan lefe. There are different kaya that you buy. Kayan nagani ina. So that's I've seen someone and I like how you bring some things. Then you bring kayan sarana. The things that you bring for the day they will put the date of the marriage. So just but the most ones are like the kayan lefe. And then the girl, when she's going home, she brings kayan aiki, which is she furnishes the house, the room, the whatever. She brings the bed, the everything. In short, I remember when I was gay because I grew up in Kano. I was born and brought up in Kano, right? And some of our people also like sort of like do that. I remember with my mom, I was telling my mom like, look, I'm not interested in all of those things. They still did, and then there are some plates that will be kept. But I told her I'm not carrying any plates that I will now go and be slaving after plates. But anyway, that's by the way. And so I've seen some reports before where the state governor sort of like did bets and some things for the bride and stuff like that. This is so annoying. How are you continuously producing this vicious circle of poverty? Okay, the children that are going to be born into this union, 300 couples, is the 300 couples, is the government going to take care of them, or are they going to be another set of almajiri that will be birthed and thrown onto the streets? Governments are investing in education, governments are investing in tech, governments are investing in getting enabling environment for their people to be able to thrive, for them to take care of themselves when they're ready, they get married and all of that. And these governments are busy investing in marriage so that they will keep giving birth to children that they can control. You understand? Of course, when they give birth to children, they throw them on the streets. They are not educated. It's very easy for you to control them when it comes to election. And uneducated masses, you can easily control their votes, and you can easily brainwash them. You can easily get them to be all sorts of things that you want them to be. You tell them things because they don't have the capacity to be able to critically check what you're saying, and then they behave in that way. So it's almost like a mindless mob that is being controlled for whatever it is that is being done. Because I don't get it. I don't get all of these marriages that are being undertaken by state government. Kano is doing, Jigawa is doing, all of that nonsense. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam recommended that fasting. For some people, he said that, oh, is it not better they get married than for them to be fornicated and all of that? Marriage does not stop adultery. It is character and fear of God that make people to say even they don't become adulterous even if after marriage. There are a lot of people who are married and still doing all sorts of nonsense. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam recommended that fasting for those who maybe they don't have the means, and if you don't have the means to marry, you're not supposed to marry. In Islam, you're not supposed to marry. If you don't have the means to marry, why are you not going to pay their boyfriend and get them married? Who is going to take care of the woman? Who is going to feed her? Who is going? Maybe the guy can't even feed himself. If you can't feed yourself, go and take care of yourself. Don't go and bring somebody else into that wahala. Focus on growing. Focus on empowering. Focus on what are you doing to get where you can take care of yourself and your wife and children and all of that. If you get them, I don't just get all of this. You are doing things that continuously continue with the vicious circle of poverty, and then some of them maybe after 1 2 years now the person will divorce and walk away. Now then you go and marry again and give birth to children, and then the woman will be looking for who to marry again, and then the children, nobody wants to accept them. They become almajiri on the streets. They are going all around. Instead of Kano State government to focus on taking children out of school, they are busy focusing on marrying couple together, marry 300 couples for them to give birth to more children that will be thrown out on the street. This is absolute nonsense, honestly. This is just, it's just crazy. It's so annoying. It Niger. May God save us from us. In the words of Gimba Kakanda.